Welcome back to another episode of Growing with Lala's Crops. So as you can tell by the title, I will be doing the three sister planting. That's what it's called, but I'm actually going to be doing the two sister planting because I don't like squash that much. So I don't plant things that I'm not going to eat. So today I'm going to be using my pole beans, my Kentucky Wonder pole beans. And in my area, which is Florida, we can still grow them from March to September. So they recommend sowing in average soil in full sun after danger of frost in spring. So that's what I'm going to be doing around my corns. So some people may not know what the three sister planting is. It's basically growing, of course, your corn first, and then growing some beans and squash together. So what the beans do is provide the corn nitrogen, because beans, they provide nitrogen for the soil. So a lot of times you don't have to feed your beans with nitrogen because they already produce that for themselves. I made the mistake last time when I had my corn in this raised bed of not planting beans around the corn. So now that I decided to plant some more corns, I decided, okay, well, let's do it right this time. I'm going to add me some beans just to plant around the corn so that they can have that extra boost of nitrogen while they are still growing. And I may also put 2 to 3 seeds in this container with the corn so that it will allow, nitrogen in that container also. Okay, so what the corn does for the beans is basically provide a support for them so that they can, ravel up the stem, and that would also give like the corn stability also. So it's a win-win situation. I did not learn about this technique when I first started gardening. So, for all my new gardeners, it's okay to, just plant corn by themselves. But I wanted to make this video for people who may not know about planting the three sisters, which is the corn, the beans, and the squash together. But like I said, I don't like squash, so I'm not even gonna try to plant that. I like beans and corn. That's it. So that's what I'm going to plant today, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that and go from there. So I'm trying to take you guys along my journey as I'm trying to prepare myself a little better as far as, growing things a little better and companion planting. That's one of the goals that I want to master, figuring out different things that can help repel pests and things like that. Just have everything grow beautifully. So yeah, you guys, I decided I'm going to go ahead and get ready for my next vegetables that I want to grow. So I actually pulled up my tomatoes. I basically took everything out. I just at the moment have my okra and candy cane bell pepper left in here because they are still providing vegetables at the moment. But everything else I took out. I took my sunflower out, as you can tell. I took my echinacea flowers out because I have two right here. So I think that should be sufficient enough. So yeah, I'm just trying to get ready to put root vegetables in this raised bed. I plan on having a new raised bed next to it for my brassicas vegetables. I told myself this year I need to plant a little bit more plants. So that's the plan for that. So yeah, I'm going to be planting some pole beans around my corn plants. Okay, so I have a couple beans in my hand. So I'm going to plant, and you want to make sure that it's, close enough to the plant so that it can grow up onto the stem. So I'm going to place one right there, a bean seed. I'm going to put 3 bean seeds around the plant. Let's try to move that closer. Hope you guys can see that. So that, it will get enough nutrition or nitrogen from these beans that I am planting. Put one right there. Okay. Now I do have some carrots up here, so I have to be careful with that. So I may just put a bean right here. And then a bean right there and cover that up. I should be using some gloves, but it's whatever. I'm gonna do one more right here. Like I said, I have some carrots along here that I planted. Let's see how those do for the bean to grow. Okay, so I have 3 bean seeds planted. 1, 2, 3 around the corn stalks. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm really just doing this area right here and trying to get around the corn also. All right. So now I can go in and plant some beans in here so they can provide some nitrogen in here also. I'll put right there. While the corn is still growing. Okay. Cover that up like so. So yeah, that's basically how you do, well, how I do the 3 sister. Well, let me stop calling it 3 sisters because I'm only doing two of the sisters. 2 sister planting. So let me know in the comments below if you guys, this is your first time learning about like the sister planting of the corn and beans. And the reason why I'm doing the bush beans because it produces into a bush. So, but it's still, I feel like some of them still like support. So the corn will help with that. So I wanted to show you what I'm using. Try to get these worms at a minimum. Oh, here's one right here. Look. So I have a mixture of BT and water and some soap in here. So let's spray him. Let's see what it does. So he originally was down in here, like deep down in there, and I guess he was like, oh, he can't handle this. So he's trying to make his way out of the inside of the corn, and I'm here for it. Get your behind out of my corn. But I'm just going to go ahead and help him out because I ain't got time for him to try to go back in there. Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all, get on the stick. I think I saw another one down in here, but if not, yep, it's another one down in there. But the whole purpose of the BT is for, is to kill the worms. I'm already seeing a tassel form. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this stage. And that was my problem last time I was growing corn, because my tassels no longer had pollen for my silks. So yeah. Oh, I've been having trouble with growing corn, you guys. That's why I put some more in the container just in case these did not act right. I don't know, I would just spray them to see what it does. And I like to shake every so often to make sure. Let's see. I need to come out, and I was going to try to use another method with trying to keep the worms away. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to do my corns that are in the container. They are still looking pretty good though. I just want a couple corns, you guys. That's it. These worms won't let me be great. So I'm just spray these on down. Trying to keep the worms out. But these are actually looking pretty good though. They are. And I'll show you the container. I'll show you the brand that I use. But I'm trying to make sure that my corn is good. But I also don't want to stress it out either. That's what happened with my last corn. it grew pretty good, you know, but the tassels, I guess, developed too quickly because, yeah, the pollen was all gone from the tassels before the silks developed. So I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to master corn too. Cucumbers and corn. I've been trying to master, so. And I decided to do corn again. And like I said, I originally had it in that raised bed. And yeah. So I've sprayed it down. For the worms that may still be down in there, hopefully they will, you know, ingest the BT and it will kill it eventually, because I don't want to damage the inside of my corn. Corn, like, what are you doing? What are you trying to tell me? Comment below if you guys think that it's too soon for this corn this size to be to have like at least one tassel in here, which it does. It has one tassel right here. But I'm worried, you guys, because one of my other corns, like, the tassel was like, the inside was slimy, and it was just so easy to take out, and I'm just hoping that that doesn't happen to these corns. But I just wanted to show you guys what I use to use on my corn plants. Anything that has like the cabbage worms or corn worms, or come on the tomato plants and the corn plants, BT is supposed to be good for, you know, those type of worms. So it's hard with the corn because it has like, it's like inside, you know. Okay, so let me show you what I use, what type of BT oil I use. Okay, so this is the BT that I use. Where did I get this from? I think I got it from Home Depot. But it controls worms and caterpillars on fruits, vegetables, and shade trees. I also use this pure Castile soap, and it's the baby unscented. I usually like to just use the unscented soaps that I mix with my sprays, either the BT or my neem oil that I have. So right now these are my, and peppermint oil. Right now these are the ingredients that I'm using to try to keep the pest off of my vegetables at the moment, and using soap spray. So I just use like this soap, unscented soap, on my vegetables. But for the ones that get, you know, the worms on my corn, I need to use this. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, come on here and show you guys what I'm using, or what I use on my corn, because I did say in my previous video that I would show you guys what I'm using to keep the pest off, and that's what I'm using at the moment. I was thinking about using tulle to put over the plants, but I was worried about pollination, and especially like the tassels when they started to develop. So that option is out for the corn. I may still do that option for my tomatoes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, don't go anywhere. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in my next video. As always, happy gardening.